Everyone, I'm Cheryl and welcome to the Sewing Room channel. Now I'm going to show you how to do a rag wreath, but it's going to be different than this one. This is your more traditional rag wreath. You use these big wire frames and you just tie your fabric strips on it. It's really easy. It takes a little while. It's a great little project to sit and do while you're watching a good movie. So let me show you the one we're going to do. So this is the other rag wreath type that you can do. It's the way you tie it that makes it different. So you have all these little fabric strips. On this one, it has a red, white, and blue theme, but you can put any theme on it you want. You don't have to do red, white, and blue. So I have 3 rows. It's primarily blue in the back, kind of a white, and then a red. I placed little star buttons around the center. Now this is a small wreath form. They come in a variety of sizes. So this is the small one. They not only come round, but they come square. You can find them in star shapes, football shapes. I saw that the other day. So you can go to Dollar Tree and buy wreath forms. They also sell them at Walmart. You can get them on the internet, Etsy.com, and a lot of different places. The process of cutting your fabric is really easy. It's very simple. So when you buy your fabric, you have your selvage edges together up here, and then you have a fold line. Now sometimes it's not lined up very well, so line your fabric edges up. And once you've got it lined up, then I'm going to fold this one more time. And I'm just going to go up to this selvage edge because I'm not going to use this part. You could cut it off if you want. So now I'm going to use the lines on my cutting mat to help me cut this. Now you can cut your fabric any size you want, but I wouldn't cut it very wide because it's going to be more difficult to tie it on. So I'm just going to cut 2-inch wide strips. So the first thing you want to do is check to see if this is fairly straight. Mine is, so I'm not going to worry about it, but if it's all jagged, you want to cut that straight. Now I'm going to move my ruler over 2 inches and I'm going to cut. Now my blade's a little dull, so I'm going to go over it one more time. Now you're going to pick up your ruler and place it down 2 inches over. And you're going to keep doing that. So now the number of strips or the amount of fabric you need to buy is really going to depend on the size of the wreath and how tight you put your fabric pieces together when you're tying it on. But if you're doing the large wreath, you're probably going to need at least a 1/2 yard of each color, maybe 3/4 of a yard, because those big wreaths, they can hold a lot of fabric. So you would just continue cutting strips that you need. So I'm now going to take these and I'm going to just turn them and I'm going to put them together here. And I'm going to cut and I'm going to open them up. Sorry about that. I'm going to open them up and I'm going to move the selvage edge past the line here. And I'm going to bring them up close. Now, if you're off just a little bit, it's not a big deal because remember, you're tying it on. No one's going to know if your fabric isn't cut exactly straight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut mine 7 inches long for this particular style of wreath. So I'm going to cut the selvage ends off. I'm using the lines on my cutting mat and cutting it. Now I'm going to go over 7 inches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to put it here and do another cut. And remember, if it's not completely straight, don't worry about it. So now I'm going to go over 7 inches again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and do another cut. And you would just keep going down your strip. I should probably get, hopefully, 3 times out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good, I do. So then I'm going to go ahead and cut this part off. Now this next part, before you tie it on, I like to take them and fold them in the center. So what I mean by fold, here's the back side, the not so pretty side of the fabric. I'm going to fold it in, and I'm just going to finger press a little, fold it in, and finger press again. Then I'm going to fold it one more time and finger press it. Now for me, because my right hand really doesn't work, it doesn't close. So I actually took my iron and just went right in the middle and pressed it down. So it was easier for me to do the next step. You don't have to do that. So now I'm going to fold it in half like this. Now you're going to start on the outer ring of your form and just insert it underneath. And I just like to slip my thumb in there because my thumb's the only part of my right hand that works. And I'm going to grab the ends and I'm going to push them through this loop and then pull it through. And I'm going to kind of tighten it by pulling each end a little bit till it gets tight enough. And then I'm just going to push it over this way. Then you're going to continue filling all the way across. And on this ring, on the first row, I was able to get 10 in each section. On the second row, it was a few less, and then on the third row, a few less than that. So after you fill this row in completely, then go to your second row and do the same thing, fill it in, and then your third row. Now, I recommend you use 3 fabrics, but you don't have to. You can have all of your fabrics very different from each other. Just have it kind of like a little scrappy type of look. Use all one color. It's really up to you. So this is what mine looks like on the front. I'll talk about the buttons in just a moment. And then here's what it looks like on the back. Now you'll notice on the back side, on the top row, I took a piece of twine and tied each end of the twine in a little knot. Then I put a little dab of hot glue on it to keep the knot from coming undone. Now, suggestions for embellishing it. You don't have to do anything to it. You can leave it like it is and it would look really nice. But since this has a patriotic theme, I bought patriotic ribbon, and I have quite a bit of it, actually, different types. And this is a wire ribbon. It's got wire on each side of it, and they bend into nice little bows really easily. So you could make a decorative bow. You can use a narrower ribbon, this doesn't have wire, and also make a little bow. But I wanted something really different, so I had these star buttons, and I used a hot glue gun and glued it around the inner ring right here. Now these star buttons I picked up from Walmart, and it's called, let me just turn it, Favorite Findings. And there were all these 3 colors. They had a lot of different sizes of star buttons. Now I love buttons. I have all kinds of buttons. So putting the buttons on is a nice alternative to making a bow. If you want to know how to make a bow, I do have a tutorial on how to make 3 different bows. And if I can make them with my left hand, you can make it with both your left and right hand. If you're interested in other rag wreaths and other types of wreaths that you can make out of your fabric, you want to go below your YouTube screen to the description section. Click on the word Show More or More, and then that will expand open and you will see all kinds of links down there. Make sure you go and check out my Facebook page and follow me on Instagram. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time, and happy sewing. If you like the Sewing Room channel, one of the
best ways to show your support is to subscribe by clicking on that red subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to click on share to share this video with your friends. And make sure you click on the bell so you receive notifications for all my new videos. I'm Cheryl, this is Manny, and this is Scotty. See you next time.